We got Jaron Skeete, Xavier Ford, Will Regan. Guys, can you fire away some questions?
Will, what have the last few days been like? I mean, for you as the local guy, what have these last few days been like where you can kind of sum it up?
Yeah, it's just been amazing. I guess you don't really even realize. I know it's a big deal to win it and everything, but then when you just walk around and people come up to you and just recognize you, it's like one game changes a little bit. But I'm just happy that we were able to win this as a team and sort of see what happens on Friday.
Next, they're a good rebounding team, but I guess a lot of people are kind of glossing over the fact you guys are 16th in the country in rebounding. What's going to be the key against these guys, and how do you plan to attack the glass yourself, I guess?
The key is going to be just taking care of the ball. I think they turn teams over the most in the nation, if I'm correct. We got good guards who's going to handle pressure, and we're confident that they'll take care of the ball. And my mindset with attacking the glass is not going to change. I'm going to just go get the ball and just use my athleticism. And we got a lot of good offensive rebounders, and myself, Will Regan, and Justin Moss. So we're just going to do what we can to take care of the ball and clean up the backboard.
How much of a luxury is it to have really all 8 guys in your rotation be pretty good ball handlers? Because you guys don't turn the ball over a whole lot, against a team that does turn people over a lot.
It's a real good luxury. If you look at when we played Kentucky, they were pressing us for a little while, and they had to take off their press because our guards did a great job with Jaron Skeete and Lamonte Reardon of handling pressure. So it's good to know that we have reliable guards who can take care of the ball.
Xavier, you guys, Justin was in here and said he plans to be 100% by Friday. How important is it to have Justin at 100%? And also, how much confidence can this team draw upon knowing that you could win big games with Justin at less than 100%?
We're all confident as players. I mean, having him 100% is important, but at the same time, we have a lot of talented guys. We have a lot of weapons. We know that anybody could, on any given night, could have a great night. Will could have a great night. Jaron Skeete here can have a great night. Lamonte Reardon can have a great night. So knowing he'll be 100% is good, but it's not going to change our confidence because we all have confidence as a team and as players.
Maybe did last weekend validate something for you guys, knowing that everybody else can contribute the way you guys did?
I mean, it validated more to the public. We knew as ourselves, again, we're confident as players and as a team, and we know what we do in practice and we work hard on our games. So that was more for the public to see that we're good with or without him. But it's good to have him, of course.
Will, Xavier touched on it there, but I mean, they lead the country in offensive rebounding, so it's obviously going to be a tall challenge for you guys to keep them off the glass. I know rebounding is luck sometimes, just the way the ball bounces, but what can you do to try to limit their second chance opportunities?
I mean, if we play hard, that's the biggest thing. You got to make sure you box out and take care of your responsibilities before the ball even gets off the rim. And some of it is luck, some of it's hustle, and a lot of it's desire. So we have all those qualities on this team, and I think we'll be ready for the challenge.
You talked after the Bowling Green game about how you had a goal for this program when you transferred back home, and obviously this would be it. How do you sort of, I mean, do you feel like you've accomplished it now, but obviously you guys want more, I guess?
Yeah, I mean, you always set your goals. I try and set my goals within reason and stuff like that. And so the first was to make it here, and now that we've made it to the NCAA tournament, it's just one game at a time. We know we can win. When you put us on the court, I mean, we stuck with Kentucky. So we know we can beat any team as long as we play together, and that's the key. And we just got to play hard and see what happens after each game.
Will, Coach talked after the game on Saturday about, on Sunday about his assistant coaches maybe not getting enough credit. Can you talk about this whole staff and what they've kind of meant to you over the past couple of years?
Yeah, no, Levi, Watkins, Nate Oates, and Ben Wood have done a phenomenal job. A lot of the stuff you guys, you see what's going on the court, but they're the ones doing all the dirty work. I mean, Levi, every day this year, I could show you my text log, and he's like, when are we shooting? Like, let's shoot now, and all of that. So he's out there rebounding for us 30, 40, maybe even an hour before practice, me, X, Justin, and making sure that our skill is where it needs to be, because a lot of times during the season you don't get that opportunity. And then, Nate Oates does that with the guards. Ben Wood does that with the guards as well. And then on top of that, they're the ones doing the scout. They're watching the videos. I mean, Oates had 2 scouts in a row and got very little sleep last week, and he prepared us more than adequately to win those games, and they're doing the same thing right now. I mean, they've done a phenomenal job, and they're definitely the right guys for the job.
Can you guys touch upon, the staff as well and what they've kind of meant to you guys this year?
You want me first? Go ahead.
They've meant a lot between, like you said, Levi Watkins, who is personally like the coach I'm closest to. Like Will said, we're always shooting and doing things to make sure that we maintain our skill. Nate Oates does a great job with the guards and making sure they're getting their shots and bringing us in to clip up things we do wrong and we do right from previous games. So the coaching staff's a great coaching staff, and like you say, they don't get credit for a lot of the things they do, but we're really appreciative of everything they do to make sure that we perform at the highest level possible.
I would say not only do they help on the court with skill stuff, but them 3 coaches brought a winning atmosphere into our locker room. Like Nate Oates won state championship in Detroit. Ben was a grad assistant at UConn when they won, and Levi Watkins I went to believe 4 straight NCAA tournaments with NC State. So not only do they help us on our game, but they just bring that winning atmosphere and just that kind of swag to our game to help us make it to where we did today.
Justin, no offense to the assistant coaches, but Bobby Hurley does the same thing with that ring on his finger. Jared, I'm sorry.
I didn't realize.
Jared, thanks, Steve. But what does Bobby Hurley's presence mean, and what he brings to this, that swag?
Yeah, I just think he brings a total package. He's intense. He expects a lot from his players. He's easy to talk to. You can communicate with him, and just it starts from the top. He's a winner, and all the way down to the bottom. Like, we're all winners, and they just change the whole outlook of our campus and everything. It's just all going up from here.
Did you notice? When did you notice that he put that ring on? Because he put it on just before the Kentucky game, and what did that maybe mean to you guys, or did it mean anything?
I don't think really took too much thought into him wearing the ring. I know that's more of a personal thing for him, but it just shows that the work you put in, eventually you're going to get something out of it to be able to put on a back-to-back NCAA championship ring.
Jared, with the guards you guys have, do you look forward to the matchup with their guards and trying to break that pressure and not turn the ball over?
Yeah, I'm really excited because I have a lot of trust in Lamonte Beard and Shannon Evans, and I know that's going to open up looks for me in transition to hit threes like I did at Kentucky.
Will, you guys got a proclamation yesterday, the town of Amherst. I mean, the whole community's kind of rallying behind you guys. Just can you take anything from that as you head to Columbus?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing to take from that is just how close this community is and how much they support anyone, whether or not it's the Bills or the Sabres or if it's a high school team doing well. Erie County, Western New York, they're a close knit community, and that's why I'm proud to be from here.
Yeah,